Hello, hello. Welcome to Handelabra Live. It is I, John, aka Migrant P, lead developer at Handelabra Games, and I have a special guest today. Say hello.
Hello, special guest. Wait, that's me.
What? It's Logic Dolphin, also known as
Surprise!
the Dolphins Dive proprietor.
Yes, the person who streams on a random day of the week nowadays.
Yes. Yeah, so the random day this week is tomorrow, right?
Yep, tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I think the ending card for my stream still says Thursday, but it's sometimes right.
Sometimes, right? Yep, it's up to my work schedule, but I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or no, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday this coming week. So
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
guess I could
so
have done a Friday stream, but no, tomorrow's fine.
well maybe like you mentioned your promotion, you're going to be setting your own hours, right? Or will you be?
Not quite. It's
Not quite.
still
Okay.
someone else's scheduling, but
Well, just keep on moving up the ladder until you can set your own schedule.
yep, yep.
All right. So yeah, we're here to play some Spirit Island. If in case you didn't hear the big update 2.1 with many minds move as one and Russia is out. So go check it out or just watch us play. Uh, clever it or not found wants to see Sharp Fangs and many minds. I agree. That's fun. Let's do that. Beast party.
All right, time for beasts.
We can have a beast party here with Russia. I feel like if we might want to do a second wave or something. Russia 2 is where it starts getting interesting, I think. So Russia 3 is where it starts getting really hard. Do you want to start with 3 or is 2 good?
3 is too good. Wait. I did 3 on my stream last week, and I think we successfully matched the Ravage card exactly once, and intentionally so. So it was interesting.
Okay. Well, we can start with 3. Why not?
Why not?
Cool. So I will mention that Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So let's all be excellent to one another and say hello in the chat. So we got Russia. We got no scenario. We don't really have a beast scenario yet. I don't know if actually Jagged Earth has a beastie scenario. Not really, right?
No idea.
Not beast focused. Anyways, but you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Click ready.
Let's get cracking. Wait, no, this is not cracking the cryptic.
All right, in honor of the beasts, I'm going to change my background to the beastie one.
Yeah, there's also different backgrounds you added.
Yeah.
I didn't actually play with all of them. I'm gonna go with this one.
I have to add a beast to a land. Or sorry, a presence to a land. I'm going to come over to your board because why not?
Why not? All right, so my setup was put a presence and a beast on your starting board in a land with beasts. Note that you have 5 unique power cards.
Yeah, so Russia added the extra one, which is why you get to
that's I
have
have
a
the
choice.
choice here. Okay. I will put that in the land with fangs so that you have more beast pals.
Woo, beast pals! You
And
can
they're
be
going
my
in the
beast
mountains,
pal.
so we chose poorly, or chose wonderfully. I don't know why I said that. Chose wisely. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, Sharp Fangs can start anywhere on the island there's a beast, which can be tricky on the thematic board.
Just says put it in land with beasts, not on your board with beasts.
Yeah, anywhere on the island. I'm not sure that works with Archipelago. I can't remember. That's coming someday. First digital match for Kokiomote was Russia with Beastie Boys versus Russia 3. So let's see if we can do it. Did you win, Kokiomote? We have to compare ourselves because that's what we do as humans. And Aristotle beat Russia 3 with Ocean. Awesome. Yeah, and it's Russia's a nice milestone because now both of the adversaries are there. So 100% of the Jagged Earth adversaries are in the game. Yay! And yeah, we've got more spirits and more content coming up. So, we have mountains here. Your board's the easy one. Mine has a city. I
They'll
think
be
that's just gonna
coming
blight.
round the mountains when they come. Also, explorers deal 2
Yeah,
damage. That's
Scotland's
another
not
thing I
part of
need to
Jagged Earth,
remember.
but it, that's a future topic. So, I'm gonna get a power card because that's what you do. Ooh, swarming
I could
wasps.
stop A1 easily just by pushing based on beasts counts.
Yeah, they're already there. So,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Anything
straightforward.
else I want to do this turn? Hmm.
I'm gonna go card plays, Sharp Fangs. I often go top track Sharp Fangs. I've been playing a bit of bottom track and it's fun, so I'm gonna do that. I want to add beasts to more places. The more places there are beasts, the better against Russia. Which sort of does just happen with Russia, or with mini mines, that is.
Well, the good news is that we now have 6. Or no. Yes. Wait. Does my sacred site count as beasts for the
It
adversary?
can. It can. That's why it looks like that.
Okay, so that should be 8. But I see 7 on the board, so I don't know why that count isn't accurate. Because like on the adversary thing, it says 0 of 7. But there's 7 actual
because you can
beasts.
choose what to not like. It's not always a beast. It's sometimes like you can choose. So for each action you choose, and it's not really basically like if you want it to count for that rule, it does. So basically, you keep them from winning. That makes sense.
So it will become relevant when it
Yeah.
has to be relevant.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Kokimo got
I mean, we could just
55
choose to lose
points.
the game, right?
One too many points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer made the special sacred site for many mines, which is adorable.
Yeah, it is. I like it a lot. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that is perfect."
All right, I'm gonna swarming wasps to push away that explorer, and because yeah, they do 2 damage. So, and I could also. I kind of feel like saving my plant cards for next turn. So maybe it's terrifying chase. Adding beasts?
In the slow phase.
Alright, so I'm gonna stop one of the builds on my board. And then maybe chase some guys. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to block A6 next turn with some combination of things. So
Yeah, I mean you could easily defend it probably or block it.
defend it or stop the ravage or some other things.
I do want to have presence in the jungle, so I'm gonna leave my presence there, I think. Worst case, I can chase this town away.
Shoot. I forgot that I need 2 beasts for this to work. Can you undo?
Oh. It says you need to undo. Now I need to undo?
Yeah.
But it says you need to undo. Oh no.
Yeah, I think we were doing a simultaneous power thing. I'm gonna hit the undo button. It says my group is the last player to use a power, so they have the ability to undo. Does it also say on your end?
Yeah, when I click undo, nothing happens.
When I hit, I just saw a resync thing happen, so I don't.
Ah.
All right, request full sync. Let's go.
Okay. That get you what you need?
Nope. Nope.
So what exactly did you do? We were
I wanted
both
to
moving.
use my... wanted to use B-set and confound the invaders on a land, and I did that in like A6, and it popped up with the you don't have the right number of beasts to do the thing. And as I was doing that, I saw you were doing something in another land.
Right, but before that, I think I used ranging hunt, and you were using your thing at the same time.
Yeah, probably.
Right. Uh, we can send in a feedback, a beta feedback,
Okay.
just to see if we can identify what's going on. So,
You want me to send it too?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Please ask all players to send feedback. I see that now. Okay.
I used ranging hunt at the same time as logic used his ranging power. What other spirits have sacred site count extra? Nobody. Nobody. I mean, vital strength of the earth has defend,
Nobody
but that's
knows
shown in the land already.
the trouble I have seen. All right, so we're short 2 fear because I can't use this power.
Well. Well,
Welp, indeed. Do you have a power left to use?
I do.
Okay.
I'm going to push them all into E2 and let that land be a horrible place. Oh, except they're going to always ravage there all the time because of Russia 3. But that's fine. Not for a while. Not until they get another explorer there.
Not until at least stage 2, or we put another explorer there for some reason. Yeah, the combination of first explorer destroyed is pushed instead, alongside ravage cards matching 3 or more explorers, means that it's kind of hard to kill explorers because you want all the explorers to be in one land when you kill all explorers, but in so doing, that becomes a land that will always ravage. So
Yeah. And then when they ravage, then they're going to either start cascading or even if you're defending it, then the explorers are probably getting killed and leaving or whatever, you know, like
yeah.
So yeah, it's actually super hard with River to deal with Russia, I find, because there ends up not being any place you can put the explorers when they're not going to start ravaging. I'm waiting for you to click explore. Is that happening on your side as well?
No, it says another spirit is choosing powers.
What? What?
Yeah, I see you're on the invader face. Yay, bugs!
So
Still says another spirit is choosing powers to use.
What the crap? I don't understand how it got so messed up right away. How are you in the fast power phase? Like, in the debug stuff here we have for beta, it's like not showing anything at all.
Yeah, it says Logic Dolphin, Fast Power Phase, Migrant P, Invader Phase. Even after having done the resync.
I swear we tested this. I guess we just have to start...
F4 and then rejoin the game?
Yeah, try that. Try Alt F4 and rejoin the game. That's weird. There will be something in my log about what's going on, so we'll dig into it. It is definitely hard and very time-consuming to thoroughly test multiplayer, as you might imagine. So we do our best, but things slip through. And you have
on the screen that says rejoining received all data and nothing's happening.
And you're still on fast power phase?
I'm not even on the And I'm still on the multiplayer like splash screen.
All right. I vote that we start over.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break your game.
You broke the game.
This is my first time playing with John in like 6 months, and 5 minutes into the game,
You can
shit's
join the new
broken.
game now. Also, it doesn't
Okay.
reset the music after leaving the game there. That's something I need to make a note of. That's been there forever and no one's mentioned it. Still playing the in-game music instead of the menu music.
Well, that's awkward.
It's not super different, but it is different. All right, we have different boards. I didn't really bother to
Yeah, that's
choose
fine.
those.
Oh, now I also have like sped up animations for some reason.
All right,
Because
they have
enable
explored the
animations was
jungles.
unchecked.
So this time I'm going to, well, last time I got a really good power card up the top. This time I didn't.
I'm so sorry.
What? Why are you sorry?
I'm
What
sorry you
happened?
don't have that good power card anymore.
That's fine. I got other things.
I think I'm just gonna like basically do the same thing I was going to do.
I can razor sharp in G6, I think. I'll plan to do that.
I'll take care of the
Next
Explorer
turn.
and the Blade, because I know you have trouble with Blade.
Okay. Then
Actually, no, wait, I can't, because I don't have a beasts in there. Yeah, but I can get a beast. Can I? No. Yes. I just have to play this one instead.
oh, I have to also add the right presence. And always be converting.
So I get to gather beasts more than one land away is another
Yeah.
cool thing I can do.
So you can send my presence all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I do need another guy in H5.
Well, I'm just sending some around, so feel free to do that.
Okay.
Feel free to take beasts from my bounteous areas.
I can't reach the guy. I can't use Guide the Way on G4 because I don't have range. Otherwise, I'd be able to pull up some
I
singleton
could have put a
Dahan.
beast in H3 if you want.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I just pushed them out of G7, so.
Yeah, I see.
We should probably like talk about what we're doing. I don't know.
No, we can lone wolf this. That's fine.
Literally
As the
lone
beast
wolf.
roam, right? I'm just trying to think which beast would be the best contender for H5.
Yeah, doing this pair of spirits with no communication would be, you just be like, "Rrr, rrr, hee hee hee."
Well, what I can probably do, I'm gonna move this guy here and then there, and I'll move that to Han. That way we don't have singletons, so we are Sweden proof,
Okay.
which helps against. Not
There's an
Sweden proof,
event.
sorry, proof. That's what I meant. That is the right power, and now I can. Well, I can do this one for fear, and this one to push the Explorer out. And I'll throw you in the danger sands.
Sure. All right, the game is proceeding now.
Success. Just don't do something stupid and then try to do undo logic.
There is an A appearing in my game. Why is there an A? What?
There's an A?
It's like, it's also putting some Persian there. I don't understand. There's some little toggle that toggles between A and a Persian word. I have to ask Nassim, what is going on with that? You see that on the stream? That's so strange.
I don't see A's in my game. Let me check
No.
the stream.
But I can click on it, and it's like, it's in the game. What the heck? This is a new version of Unity. So, something is... Oh, now it's gone. So, maybe it's some sort of... I don't understand. That was bizarre. I'll watch out for that.
It's
People
a
saw
ghost of board A haunting you for ruining that game.
Apparently. Okay, so they explored into Danger Sands.
Excellent. They fell for the trap.
I can tune near the jungle, this guy. Seems good. And he can go in the danger wetlands. And I have Teeth Gleam to probably add beasts somewhere. If I add enough beasts into H1... Oh wait, I don't want... H1 I think I just don't... Unless you want to defend it there, I could add a beast there to help you defend it. Maybe that's a good idea. I can convert my presence there, and then there'll be lots of beasts there.
And then there'll be 2 beasts, but I would still need 1 less piece in there. Wait, I could put more beasts in there, but...
Depends on
not
your
the number of
elements and
beasts.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's... I mean, I might just get a defend card. Let's see. I got Lure of the Unknown. Which, if we want to use, like, 2 power cards or 2 powers to deal with that land, that does do it.
I mean, I guess I could use Dreadful Tide, although I don't have range there. At least not just yet. Seems like it's a waste to use Dreadful Tide just on a town and explorer.
So I have G6 covered with Razor Sharp Undergrowth. And I'll use Lure either to stop the build in G3 or to help defend H1. Either way.
Okay.
And if we're not defending it, I'll just convert my presence there. Or if that helps, I can just convert my presence there right now. That seems good.
So I'm trying to figure out whether it's worth going for the pay 2 energy to gain a power card route. If I do that... I guess I would still have 1 energy. I won't have a sacred site near H1.
Can you gather a beast that can gather your sacred site?
Yes, actually, you're right. That would work. And then I'd have a super stack. Yes. Okay. All right. So now, before I gather, I could look at the power card. Technically, that is within the rules.
Yep. You also
I'm
don't
not
need
sure why I
your
wouldn't
sacred site
want
to be
other-
in H1. You could put it like
Yeah, but if I want to like
H2
use Dreadful
or
Tide in
6.
H1 or H8, but I'm not sure where I want that yet to be H. All right, minor power. I want something that's free. Oh, good. They all cost 1.
Hmm.
Excellent. No animals. Only 1 air. However, entrancing apparitions.
Oh yeah, Transient Operations is nice.
It would get in the way of me being able to use my fun power though, because there's no animal.
Mm-hmm.
But down the road, I guess, would be okay. All right. Gather beasts into. Gather up to 1 beast into a land. Why is this like letting me click anywhere? That says range 2, right?
Yeah. Is it letting you click anywhere on the island?
I can click G8 or G6. And that's definitely range 3.
Yeah, it should be range 2 from your presence. So if it's too far, then that's a problem.
It is a problem.
You can report a feedback,
I could report a feedback.
or I can just make a note. But it might be specific to the situation, so reporting a feedback would be good.
When in doubt, send a feedback.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I'm thinking, yeah, G8 is definitely 3 range away, right? Yeah. It might be that it's like adding the +1 from your special rule there incorrectly. That could
All
be
right.
the case.
All right. I don't have to actually go into H1. I could just do H6 if I wanted.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Yeah, I just wasn't listening to what you were saying. I was listening to what I thought you were saying.
That's fair. We've
I
had
do
that problem.
that
We've
a
had
lot.
that problem before.
Yeah, I guess H6 is fine. We don't need that sacred site in H5. And that gives me the range 1 thing. I think what I was stuck on was that the land I gather the beasts in does not have to be the land that I'm putting the presence in. There's a
Right.
separation there. Okay. So we need to defend. Oh, I could have put the sacred site in H, and I could have defended it that way. But I could still gather, I guess.
I mean, if you're blocking, you have enough for the defend 4 or whatever? Enough elements?
I'm only playing 2 cards, so I can't get 3 animals.
Yeah. So if you're skipping it, then you don't need to defend it.
Oh, but this is another, so it's not me anyway. Yeah, if we're just skipping it, then I guess
Oh, yeah,
playing that.
your defend power only works on me, and so it's not really needed this turn. Or
Yeah.
it isn't needed this turn at all, so.
It still generates fear, so.
That's true. I mean, if you have nothing else to do.
But if I want to like play Entrancing Apparitions, which could stop the build in H8 if desired.
Yeah, that would be good use of it.
Okay. All right. And I still get gather up to 1 beasts for all the good that does. I mean, bear with me. I could remove my sacred site. That sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? All right. Well.
I got us a fear card.
Yay.
And then I'll stop the build in G3 then.
So I could gather my sacred site, or not even my sacred site. I could get the beasts in the H1. We had 4 beasts, so remove 2 beasts. That would be 4 fear and skip 2 actions. Obviously, we don't care about 2 action skips, but 4 fear, right?
Yeah. I would usually only remove 1 though because stonks. But I mean, 1 beast maybe is worth, especially since I'm generating beasts a lot too, that we can afford to remove them for fear.
And I guess what is more valuable, a beast or 2 fear?
That is a good question for
2
an
fear
economist.
now. 2 fear now, or X things down the road. You know. the utility cost of that beast. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with my first instinct though.
That's fair.
I don't know why I had to select the beasts to remove because they are all equal.
That's mainly because you're choosing how many, right?
Well, oh, because I could have chose. Oh,
You
it
could
says up
chose
to,
0, 1, or 2. So
that does say up to. You're right. It is up to me. Haha.
yeah.
Oh boy. Oh.
The real expensive one, 6 energy per player, aided by air. I could
3
forget
air.
Lord of the Unknown for this, if we want, for 3. I guess 4 totally, including the one that I'm providing. You're providing 2. So yeah, if you want to, like, we could pay 2 energy, or if you have a card to discard, we could change and help.
I mean, we'd have to forget power cards to get the energy
Oh
cost,
right, you
and then we have
also
to forget
you
a power
also
card
have to
on
forget a
top
power
of that.
card. It's so expensive. Crazy Pause says,
I mean,
I like the new
there's-
sounds. Sorry.
You like the new sounds, but one sounds like a goat screaming.
I think it was the one that just played.
Like, Dahan aren't doing anything in this Ravage anyway, so we
That's
could
true.
just ignore.
We could just ignore.
Um,
It is very expensive early to be forgetting a whole bunch of extra cards, so I think you're right.
and spending energy to generate 2 fears seems silly as well.
But defend 1 per Dahan. All the time.
All the time. Yeah, I think it's too early to be able to afford this. I don't know. I'm going to ignore.
Well, I'm gonna change and help. What are you gonna... We're at an impasse.
There should be like a vote option that says if we vote for different things, then choose the option we didn't click on.
Oh yeah, or just randomly pick between the winners or something.
I like the
that.
punishment of you can't decide, so we'll choose the option you got. Both of you didn't want. On each board, push
a disease.
To the adjacent land with the most invaders. Forcibly so.
Well, that means they're building in that sands.
Yep.
I guess this can go into the land with the town. I don't want to put it with Dahan, so I don't have to. But you do have to put it with Dahan, so.
I'll put it in the land with the town, I guess.
Sure.
Alright, fear card says... Hey, each player moves and explore a town from a land with beasts. Dunks. Although more beasts in H1 wouldn't have changed this.
It means we can remove the visibility of the inland on board G pretty well, so.
That is certainly value. You don't get that much value on board H, so I approve. I will skip this Ravage. That was literally the only Ravage, okay.
Yeah, all the other lands are empty. Alright, wetlands it is. No auto ravages. Oh, there is an auto ravage. H6.
Yep. So if I gain a power card with my 2 cost option, I could still afford it if I go up to 2 energy. No, but no, I can't. I can put a Sacred Site and have 2 energy, or I could gain 1 energy but not get to +2 energy, so I still have the same number of energy. Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm gonna keep gaining power cards. Maybe I get something that defends H6 and then they like... If I get a defend 6 for H6, that would be cool. Or like defend 5, let's see.
Yeah, I can only defend 2 unless I like reclaim all.
I got Guardian Serpents. That's
Guardian
perfect
Serpents!
That's perfect for H6. Defend 4, and then you can defend 2 more, and then they're all dead, and they don't build. Well, 2 of them are dead, and they don't build. Seems great. And I can play 3 cards? I can play 3 cards. Where does this want to go? Probably in this wetland with beasts. Where I can terrifying chase them away.
Do I need to be able to hit my defend in H6? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. We need to defend one or a way to, like, make one go away. That would also work.
Yeah, so I can't risk the power card not giving me an animal, is what that means. I'm going to do middle growth because I like 2 presences. Although
2 presences are good, and it means, unless it's in, if it was in a different land, that makes a beast. If it's in the same land, it just makes a big pile.
I'm going to stare menacingly at H7.
To mostly ignore H7 and G2.
Oh. Well, I can gather my presence out. I will stare menacingly at them.
Sure. Well, yeah, feel free to do whatever.
Things out later. The nice thing about my Sacred Site is I can move it.
Just thinking if I want to create a beast. I don't need to have... I kind of... Yeah. I think I'm not going to create a beast this turn. Alright, you can have Guardian Serpent.
You're gonna get defend 1 in all of your lands, by the way. That so does not matter, but whatever.
I don't, but it lets me move a presence, so maybe I want to use my powers first. I was gonna prey on the builders somewhere. It could be G2 or G4. I guess what I could do is terrifying chase them out of G4 and prevent them building the town in G2, just to have like one less thing. That seems fine. Let's just do this.
Oh, I see. It's terrifying chase is slow. I was gonna say you can put it into G3 if we can get defend, but
put more
not
beasts
gonna
in
matter.
G2. Yeah, so I don't need to move my presence now. I can do everything on my own. Thank you very much. But feel free to give me that power, because it does fear.
So we'll get defend 1 at least.
Yeah. I guess I can now move my
together.
presence like back into the jungle or something like that. I don't know. Or like maybe I'll just move the one from G7 out. Just to be on the move. Maybe they explore
Always
H3
be
and
moving.
I want to chase there instead or something like that.
We got 2 beasts, so I do the defend there. And then gather a beast. Obviously not H2 because that will die. Put it in H3 in case an event card says beasts destroy explorers or something. I mean, we'll just push it, but
Yeah, that's fine.
or lands with beasts and invaders generate fear sort of thing.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be like
even with
gather
Russia, I
range
tend to like
2,
put the beasts in lands with invaders anyways, because they usually have good effects on the events.
All right.
Except for the one that kills them when they're in city lands, which isn't this. Oh, this one almost never comes up. Destroy a damaged invader, but they count as badlands. And I'm doing damage in G2, so that's gonna be sweet.
Beasts also count as badlands. Destroy a damaged invader in a land with beasts, but we have none of those unless something happens. All right, on each board, push up 2 Dahan, add a town to one with that town, immediately ravage in a land with the most invaders that matches a ravage card.
So that's gonna make mana cascade in H2 later. So probably don't. I mean, we could do that. It's not the worst. But
so, for clarification here, Which cards also match lands with 3 more explorers. Does that
Oh,
count
right.
for...
Actually, yeah, we could choose H6 because it has an equal number invaders. So yeah, that's actually fine.
And it's a single... Yeah, just... Oh, it's on each board. So it would also go on board G.
Yeah, but board G, there's no lands matching a Ravage card.
True. You're right.
So that's easy. Yeah, I forgot about H6. And that's covered, so that's perfect.
That's good. Add a town to a land without town. So push 2 Dahan. We don't want to remove cards, right?
Yeah, those are bad.
Okay. We'll act cautiously.
Yeah, usually act cautiously, like, can be really bad with cascades, but I think this is fine. So, I think I want to get Dahan into G2, maybe? Because we can probably reclaim and Guardian Serpents defend it, so... do that.
Guess H8. I'm just gonna make a Dahan army
Sure.
for the invisible thunder speaker that's here. Add a town to a land without town.
So, not Sands. I guess G2 is probably fine, even though I'm blocking them building a town there. May as well add it there because I'm going to be doing 4 damage and then that's pretty reasonable defend next turn, so seems fine.
I'm so tempted to click H6 here.
That's not
But
good
no,
though, right? That would cause a blight and
When Ravage adds blight,
cascade later.
yeah, add just... Well,
H3
yeah,
is
but
H3 is fine.
it will kill everything in there on the actual Ravage, but...
Oh, because
Or no, wait,
Dawn would
because then...
survive?
Alright, no, because... No, that's bad, because then the actual Ravage doesn't match. Because there won't be enough explorers.
Yeah,
Alright,
there
so
won't actually be an actual Ravage there. Yeah.
So then I'm just going to put it H3 because it's coastal. There are no invaders and lands matching the Ravage cards. No Ravagers.
Oh, there's an explorer hiding behind the icon. There's 4 invaders in the sands.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's
You're
still
right,
not terrible.
Still
We
gonna
get a cascade there,
Um,
and you or me lose a presence.
And a beast.
And a beast. Do you want... Is that okay, or
What
do you
we
want to...
could have done is put it in H6. Oh, no, but...
Oh, yeah, we could have put the
the
town in
actual-
H6, and then it would have... But it still adds a blight, right? So...
It still adds the blight and kills the beast. And my presence. And... Yeah, and then the actual Ravage. Since I put more Dahan in there, actually, the actual Ravage
Actually,
will
you
kill
could...
all the explorers now, and there's no build, so... I guess
Yeah.
it's fine.
You could choose it to destroy your beast presence, which doesn't count against the loss condition. But that would mean you would lose 2 presence.
I had a question about the order of operations here, but when a Ravage causes a blight in a land with my sacred site against Russia, which will destroy beasts, what happens first? Presence destruction or adversary rules?
The adversary rule happens first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would be able to remove my sacred site because it would just be getting removed anyway. Or
Yeah,
one
and so
presence would be getting
it
removed.
wouldn't count against the special rule as well, so...
Yeah.
Or against the loss condition. So that's an option. I mean, it means there's no cascade. You want to test that theory?
Yeah, but... So the other thing is this turn beasts count as Badlands. That's only active now, right?
Yeah, it's not active during that moment,
Yeah.
during that ravage.
Otherwise, potentially, the Dahan would kill everything in there. I don't think so though. Wait.
Yeah,
Yes?
we could. Yeah, we
Wait.
could leave the town damaged.
So if we do ravage in there and it blights, that's fine. And then there's 3 surviving Dahan. They deal 6 damage. The invaders don't have extra health. That's what I keep they have more health, but they just do more damage.
Right.
Yeah, so I would say go back and we'll put the town in H6 then.
All right. We're gonna do this the same. We choose Blight. I mean, we were gonna have Blight.
There are no invaders on lands matching the Ravage card. Oh, but that was on your board. No, my
That
board.
was,
I have
yeah.
a choice. Okay.
Now it's a
Okay.
choice. That Explorer's still hiding
And-
behind your icon.
I mean, yes, this counts as Sacred Site. Or this counts as Beasts. And yeah, now I can click on my Sacred Site to
Yeah.
remove it. I mean, I'm losing 1 presence anyway. It's like,
No,
do I want
you
to lose a
lose
second
both.
presence or a Beast?
You lose both presents.
Why do I lose both? Oh no, sorry. Let me take that back. If I destroy the beast, I lose my 1 presence.
Right,
If I
yes.
destroy my beasts, my presence beasts, then I lose both of the presences. So it's basically, do I want to remove a beast from this land or a presence from this land in addition to the 1 that I'm losing? I'm gonna do my Sacred Site.
It's actually a vote that's interesting. I don't know if it should be a vote or not. I guess maybe. I don't know. Whether that
Alright,
should
and
just
one
be
could
your decision or a
push-
vote.
Obviously not H2. I guess H5? Is it explore jungles or coastal? Then this is 3 explorers in this land.
Yeah,
And that's a 40% chance.
the
I'm gonna do
blighted
H5.
jungle is fine. Yeah.
Here card! Also destroy damaged invaders, but there are none.
There could have been if
That
we
is
had
so
left.
hard to plan for.
If we had we could have planned for it there. I was saying earlier, if there had been just 3 Dahan there, then they would do 4 damage and the town would be damaged, and this would have worked.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, that's if we want to have the other Dahan go somewhere else, which is not that big a deal. So I don't think it's
not
worth.
listening to you. I was too busy listening to myself talk
That's
over
fair.
you.
Ooh, 1 damage in land with Dahan. Does this do anything? Maybe not really. Makes a fear, I guess. Actually means I can destroy the city and the town in G2, so that's fine.
Wait, beasts are badlands, right?
Oh, beasts are badlands. This is 2 damage. I have been disconnected. Oh, because I'm downloading a build. Hang on.
I can't hear you, John.
Yeah, sorry. My internet went away because of
figured.
a build happening, but it should be back now. I canceled it.
Okay.
All right, sorry. So yeah, so right, Badlands means that it's 3 damage in G2. It's 3 damage in H1.
Yes.
2 damage in G4. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so that stops the G4 build, which you're gonna
Yeah.
terrifying chase anyway.
But I mean, I could Terrifying Chase out of H3. Like, that's fine. You just gotta make sure we don't, like, create a Ravage here.
Yeah. Yeah, if I
But-
do H1, then either I put it in H6, which will build, like the Explorer that goes away, is either H6, which builds H2, which has 3 Explorers now, and then H8, which would Ravage and Blight.
So yeah, H1's not a good choice, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think G2 and 4 are fine then.
Sure.
So I will click
H2
there.
to kill the city.
Yeah. And I'll just tuck this guy in either H3. I mean, if he's going to H3, I can if they explore there, I just send them all away, right? So,
Yeah.
or if they explore coastal, so yeah, and there, just kill the city. Look at all the beasts working together.
Oh,
how about
baby.
wetlands
Double
again?
Wetlands.
So now we get
And
the escalation.
2 explorers among lands with beasts.
So my frenzied assault is doing 4 damage in G2, so I'm kind of okay to just throw them in there and then attack them.
Okay.
And if you want to throw them all in H3, I could terrifying chase 4 things out of H3.
All right. And I'm adding 2 beasts. And I'm reclaiming next turn. So I can potentially remove half round down of beasts and skip invader actions here, which is really powerful on wetlands, rabid wetlands build, huh?
Yeah. So having a whack of beasts is probably a good idea.
Presumably H6 is easy to defend. I'm probably gonna skip H7 then. So I would do ever multiplying swarm in H7 to get the more beasts in there to help with the block 2 actions.
I'm having a big slowdown happening. I'm curious if that's... I think that's terrifying chase is causing a slowdown here. I'm just gonna send a feedback. You don't have to report this one.
Okay.
So the game like tries to figure out like, could many minds have to deal with whatever goes on with the power? And so sometimes that can be an expensive check and it needs to be optimized. It looks like the terrifying chase one is probably not optimized enough, I'm guessing. I don't know if you noticed a slowdown or not on your side. It might be just me because I'm the one with the power. It also might not actually work to create a feedback here. Is it gonna work? Why so slow? Oh. I got an exception sending the card.
Oh no.
That's okay, I can still play. I just won't be able to send feedback. Now I think, possibly, I will just make a note of this exception. Some notes to look into. It's playable, it's just a little slow feeling. So, yeah, so let's do the Frenzied Assault in G2.
Evil Dice Monkey says, you are exception all. Oh!
Alright, the one survivor, I guess, goes into G3, probably? Yeah, that seems okay. There's a Dahan there. Maybe you and them will fight. Yeah, Terrifying Chase is still being slow, so I think that is the culprit. I'm going to chase them out of H3 because they want to ravage there. And putting them in places is a little tricky, but I think... we can send them in as many different places as possible. Is it push up to? No, I have to push them all. So not into the wetlands, I guess. That'll have to do. No bonus ravages. I think. Yeah. Just a whole bunch of
Hang
actual
on.
ravages because they explored in the same land, but...
This is a free power.
Alright, I'm gonna pay to reclaim. Ooh, blood
I
draws
have
predators?
seen exactly
Exciting.
2 animal cards so far.
I got blood
Okay.
draws predators.
Cool.
That's so good. And I guess I'm going to... make a sacred site in G2. For guardian serpents. And I can just lure the unknown. The guy from G4. Oh, but I also can do damage, so... I could lure... Oh, I can't reach, but... Oh, you've got them taken care of? Cool.
Yeah, I can defend too.
I played
But
lure
any
because it
big-
was free, so... And it gives
Okay.
me damage, so maybe there's something I can do with that damage. I don't know if actually there's anything I can... If there's anything worth doing.
Do you need defend in your lands?
No. I can either lure the guy or attack him. I'm just looking if there's anywhere else that I can deal damage that does anything. In the fast phase? Not really. Unless I guess you can like bring me somewhere.
I could.
Like H7, if you can get my presence next door, then I could do a bunch of damage there. Which you can. If you're gathering beasts, if you gather out of H3, then you bring me, right?
Yeah, actually, I do need more beasts in H7 anyway, so...
Yeah, so do that, and then I'll also, like,
No
blow up the
comfort
stuff
of
there.
ride.
So,
I'm gonna look at a power card. I got 1 power card already. Let's get a 2nd power card.
warning, I don't have no valid source land from which to target too near the jungle, but I will after the power, because I'll put my presence in the jungle, so that's fine. Oh.
I don't need an air this turn. Okay. I'll try this one out. I get the gather, I get the defend. Ah. I need to gather you into H7 first.
I'm coming.
All right.
Yeah, I'm getting the slowdown again, which I think is now because of ranging hunt. So, some things to look at there for sure.
Wait, I needed 2 beasts in H6. Crap. Wait. I need all the beasts everywhere. Wait, but yeah, ranging hunt. What are you ranging hunting?
I can lure the unknown. Well, I can't do everything.
Yeah, I know.
Maiko's gonna lure the unknown, the guy out of G4. But, I mean, getting the guy out of H6 is better because of... Oh, actually, yeah, ranging hunt, I can put more beasts in there.
Okay.
So, do you need to undo, or did you already undo?
Wait, were you ranging hunting in H7?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know you said what you were gonna do. All right, I deleted half the beasts first. I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was
Don't-
only half listening. So let's go back a step. Yeah, they're back now. All right.
Okay, I want max beasts there. So I'm going to use ranging hunt in H7 now. I'm going to pull one out. Do you care whether it's from the jungle? I guess we want more in H6, right? So I'll pull it out of the
I
jungle.
just need 2 in H6.
I
know
could
you
do
pushed 2.
5 damage. I just blew up the buildings, if that makes sense. Oh, it's showing the A again.
I wonder if that's related to the slowdown.
You only need 2 totally? Because I want to put my presence in the jungle, so I'm going to actually undo and... I don't think it's related to the slowdown, but... Yeah, that's weird. So... I'm going to just make a separate note here. Mac version showing A button and some... Literally, it's like showing some Persian, and I have to ask Nassim what it says. Okay, so let's pull from the jungle. Destroy the buildings for fear. Then 1 to the jungle, 1 to the wetland. I go to the jungle. Cool. Does that do everything you want it to? I guess
I don't get to skip the build in H7, but that's okay.
I mean, they're building a town.
Yeah. That is acceptable.
Okay. Okay, and so the last thing is luring the guy out of G4. I'm gonna lure him, I guess, to H3. An event. Beast event. Push
on
stuff.
H board, choose land with city built there. Okay.
That's fine. 1 town.
On H board, push up to 2 explorers or a town from a land with beasts.
This is pretty good. Actually, doesn't really do anything on my board, but on your board you can stop the build.
Yeah, stops H7.
Yeah.
What's the other one? On each board, gather Dahan into a land with Dahan, and that land defend 1 per Dahan. So we can actually, defend H6.
Oh yeah.
With that.
Like push more stuff into H6.
Yeah. Oh.
I just figured you could push first since
I clicked the wrong... Oh, right. It's my board. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I clicked on H6, but no, this is click the board, then click the land to push everything into H6.
All your Bs in H7 are like, what? No one's here.
I'm so glad we're skipping actions in H7.
Here, I don't want them to leave G2. I want them to... I want you to die. I'm just going to push this guy into G5.
Gather a Dahan into a land with Dahan, and that land defend 1 per Dahan.
Nice. And here, like, also doesn't matter. I can get the singleton to not be a singleton, I guess. That seems fine. Maybe they come and be coastal, I don't know.
Because he could have gathered or pushed or whatever. Or no, he couldn't have because there weren't beasts in G3. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, in a land with or adjacent to beasts. Is there any land that is not adjacent to beasts?
No. I guess this is on H2. Just fill it up with strife.
Sure.
Probably. This can matter because of Russia. That's why it's asking about the order. We could actually have made G4 get the Dahan, and then we could have pushed the Explorer through to get more fear, but I'm not going to worry about going back for that. You can make like an explorer train.
Where do I want this explorer to go? H1, I guess.
H1 or H8, yeah.
I guess H1 would be at risk of having 3 explorers. I'm gonna put it in
Yeah.
H8.
Hate. And you can go into G1. Oh, we got a career card and a terror level.
Mountains.
All right, so they actually don't explore G8. I'm just wondering, I can probably just kill them all in G2. I'm just gonna put these explorers in G2.
I should have the defend 4 next turn, so I think putting them in H6 is okay. Unless I somehow play 3 animal cards.
You could also
Which
like put them in
seems
H1 and
unlikely.
5. And they're fine for now.
True, they're not exploring those yet, so yeah, that's fine. I'm just thinking I'm gonna have a defend that I might not next turn, but
Well, you
it
could
still
use it
generates fear.
You could throw it in G2.
True.
And then don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, and I have range there already. That's true. All right.
So I have a 2 near the jungle, which is basically push an explorer.
Oh boy, I get to generate 3 fear with Weep. This is sick.
Oh yeah, weep for what is lost. Oh, and you're pushing. Are you pushing anything useful? Guess you can push a town.
I guess I could push a blighted the Strife town into H6.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we get the event card that says ignore Strife this turn.
He takes your chances. All right, 1 explorer. I guess it's gonna be H3, and send them into G7. Man, when explorers do 2 damage and you can't have 3 of them together, it makes them. It's like you have to be really careful about where you put them.
That's what I was saying earlier. Is that it makes it so much harder to like deal with the explorers. Like,
yeah.
if it's not for the Ravage card matching, then you would just stack all the explorers in one land and then
Yeah, I mean that's what
kill
you
them
do
all at
on
once.
Russia 2.
Yeah.
And you can
But,
still
that
potentially
is-
do it in a short term, but yeah.
It's really interesting how each adversary deals with like how they mitigate build preventions in different ways. Like Russia mitigates build prevention by just making sure that explorers are everywhere because you can't
Yeah.
kill them.
So
England
if you-
mitigates it by making build cards
Right.
match all the lands all the time.
And Habsburg's just like, oh, there's a town there anyway. So if you want to defend, if you can and want to defend G2, you can. I can reclaim Guardian Serpents and use it there pretty easily. So, or just deal damage there as well.
I will probably have that defended.
Okay.
I'd say, unless for some reason I play Entrancing Apparitions and I'm not thinking, then that's the only land I can really throw the defend on. Because all my other cards have animals, I will hit the threshold just by card plays.
Are you putting beasts down anywhere in growth here?
I could consider that.
Well, whether a sacred site or actually the third option, because if you put a beast in a mountain, then I can get in and deal damage more easily, right? So
Yeah.
potentially H4 or G1 if you want to go further afield. I mean, H3, I can easily do 1 damage, but it makes it possible for me to do 2 damage. I guess that's it's because I can't get presence into those mountains without a beast being there already.
Right. So, which land would you like to grow to? I guess is like, Where do you
Right.
want things to happen? I'd probably
Yeah.
say G1 because I can handle H4 more easily myself.
Yeah, G1 would be great, and then you have some more
Okay.
visibility of the board.
I'm
But
gonna
if you
click
want to
for
use your
more
second growth
energy.
option, then H4 would be fine.
Yeah, so... Oh yeah, and I need that range anyway, you're right. So I will put that presence there.
And then you could also gather beasts or whatever. So yeah, but I can put presents there now, so that's good.
So ranging
And
hunt, you already have enough beasts there to kill everything in G1, right?
that's true. Now by
If
you
that was your
being
plan.
there, by you putting the beast there, I can do it. So that's funny.
So I guess... All right, so where would you like beasts to be otherwise? I guess, I don't know. I also care about where beasts are, it's weird.
It doesn't super matter. So
Potentially, I could
like.
have H4 emptied with Pursue. So, yeah, maybe I just gather into H4 then. I'll spread the beasts around. How about that? I also have this power card I'm gaining. I guess I should do that. 2 energy is not enough for a major, right? I seem to be a spirit that loves gaining power cards, but will never have the energy for a major. And now I have cards that give air and animal. 3 of these 4 give exactly what I want. That's cool. What are the other elements I would like to have? Water, fire, earth. 2 of these give 1 of those. One of those costs 0 energy. Alright, since I'm having a really hard time generating fear this game, I'm gonna click a fear generating card.
Good plan. I have a really hard time making beasts on the board. I'm gonna click a generate beasts.
Let's see how fast we can win with terror level victory. Alright, so that one probably... That one probably... I
I'm
can
one
push
animal
up to
away
3
from.
beasts on Teaming Host. If I play an air card. Do you need defend? You don't need defend this turn. Actually, I could give you a defend 1, and then you don't even need my... Or no, you still need it, because it's 4 damage, right? Okay.
I mean, I can just do damage in G2, but if you have defend there, it just makes it easier. So.
I'm gonna click this
let
card
the Dahan do the
because,
work.
like... Yeah, we have a problem with not enough beasts on the board, so I'm gonna put more beasts on the board in this phase to help out. Okay. So defend there. Wait, there's only 2 beasts in the land. Whoops. Should have paid attention. So I'm gonna click undo.
You need more beasts there.
And it worked. Okay.
I mean, using Raging Hunt, I can make more beasts come there, right? So.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do that first.
Yeah.
Okay. How much defend are you doing? Just 4?
4.
Okay, then I won't put this extra guy there. Now there's 3 beasts.
Alright, so now I defend 4. Cool. And I was going to block the H4 build. For that, I need 3 beasts in there. I am gathering 3. Actually, I can't really put those explorers anywhere. Well, okay, I can put 1 in H3. H5 would then ravage. G3 would then ravage. H7 would then ravage.
Why don't you push them out of
Hmm.
H3? Oh, but then they're gonna ravage somewhere. Yeah, they're kind of
Yeah, and
stuck.
then H3 is the same. Okay, so maybe. Hmm. So I can't really stop a build with this. Still generates fear. Obviously, you can just use it for that. Is there anywhere I want beasts to be otherwise? Eh. Summon H3.
Well, if you put beasts in H4, I can use Blood Draws Predators and Frenzied Assault there. And so we can like kill all the stuff that gets made there.
Okay. So I will take. Guess we don't really need this guy.
You could bring me too if you want. From
Sure.
wherever. Well, yeah, not from the jungle, but from the wetlands. New sacred site. Activate.
Sorry, I got the text. Yeah, so now if I do pursue in H4, it is pushing forcibly, so I don't want to do that. I mean, it could just be in a land with nothing. That's interesting.
Yeah. Or you could push one
I
guy
could
out of it.
push
You
the
could push the
town out of
town out of
H1 if I so wanted.
Yeah. Just put it in H2 and make that a bad place.
Sure.
We have 2 fear cards, so it's possible we get like a bunch of random defended stuff too, but one damage
Ignore
per
wilds.
beast.
There more stuff. Damage for beasts. The Han to a land with the Han and no icons.
Hey, my board has a wild, so that effect doesn't apply to my board.
So explore actions add +1 explore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, you're fine. I'm
All right, so this is where we can chain some guys around. We can like
Sure.
get as many guys into H4 so that most of them die. Potentially,
It's currently two
we don't really
explorers.
have actual lands chained up, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
so we can do H5 into H4 at least.
Yeah, because I just somehow just decided to move explorers or move beasts from the lands
That
that would have
happens.
helped with this. All right, so H1 will.
We're also adding Dahan, but they don't defend or anything, so
Yeah. That goes into H4, right?
yeah. Then I don't think
And
the
then that's
order
the max.
matters after this.
I guess we could put H4 into H7 and then H7.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
Like, this could go wherever it wants, I guess.
You could just go back into H4. Actually, I guess H4
Hey, it
won't
adds
build.
beasts.
Oh yeah, because of the we could let it go back to H4, but we don't have to now because yeah. Why don't we send them
Unfortunately,
back?
your Bloodhouse Predators is a bit weird, as it turns out. Actually,
Yeah.
wait. No, it doesn't do anything. Because we're doing damage per beasts, and then damage per beasts again.
Yeah, but there wasn't other stuff yet. There was going to be other stuff, but then it's not there yet. Just put this guy in the
Yeah.
sands, I guess, or he can go back and build, and I can kill him. That's fine too, but may as well just tuck him away into the sands.
It would create visibility to H7, so...
Yeah.
My Sacred does count as a beast, sure. Alright, and then the rest doesn't matter, really. Actually, it sort of matters. Actually, since we put him in the sands, now each one is gonna put an explorer in a bad spot.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can go back.
I mean, we could also do a fear card trust fall, but
That's true, but we don't need
Yeah.
to, like, hyper-optimize. Let's do this one first so we don't screw that up again. We can still ping-pong the guy, like...
yeah, because it
Actually-
generates fear for each.
Oh, we can send this guy to
explorer that's
H7.
pushed, right?
Send this guy to H7, and then him again to H4. Or we can put two guys in H7. We can kill more. Right? We do H4 now. We kill one extra. Because your presence counts as beasts.
Yep.
And then he can go back to the jungle, I guess. Sure.
Yeah. So we have like, yeah, I like that.
And then he can go, I guess, into the sands. That's fine. And we got a fear card from all our trouble there.
Yeah, it's weird how like pushing explorers generating fear actually still makes killing explorers a good idea in single lands.
Yeah.
Add to Han.
All your Dahan are in one land.
Dahan party.
Defend two in all lands. That would have been nice to know about. Bringer, where are you?
Add strife in a land with Dahan for the rest of this turn. -1 health per strife. I guess G7 is strife party.
Strife party.
Remove 2 explorers or a town from a land with Dahan.
Well,
so much for the strife party.
Yeah. This... Oh, then they're all. Even the town is gone.
Actually, that was bad. We didn't get fear from that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hey, but
No
at least it did
ravage.
remove. Like, remove is good because it removes explorers, which would otherwise be destroyed and pushed.
Yeah, they
Or
built a single
rather-
town and they ravaged nothing at all. And coastal lens is here, which means
Thank you
two
for the
bonus
double
ravages.
explorer. So much.
Oh yeah, you get the double explorer.
So much. All right.
So we have
Ireland has but I
3
don't
bonus
have range. Oh,
ravages
man.
now because of that.
Do you have slow beasts movement? Because I don't have range to H2. You probably are using that in this better spot.
I have slow beast adding and frenzied assault, so I can do some damage there. Do you need beasts to be in a land for something, or
I need my presence to be moved closer to H2, but
I
it's
can't
not a big deal. It's
do
just
that.
1 fear. So
I can't move beasts in the slow phase. They only move in the fast phase generally.
do you need 2 more beasts in any of my lands?
Do I?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need them, no.
Okay.
So, wherever you think is best.
Heck if I know.
I can stop one of these bonus ravages. That seems like probably a good idea, especially in H2.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that. Oh, except land without blight. I can't put a beast there. Well, at least I can do it in H3. So. No bonus ravage for you. And this can go, I guess, into the wetlands. Wetlands is pretty safe now. For a turn. And I guess I'll chase the guy at a G1 and we don't have to worry about him. I think that's probably the best thing I can do. Yeah, definitely a performance issue with Sharp Fangs and Many Minds here. to look at. Yeah, I guess you can go in the jungle. All right.
There's only 4 explorers in H2. I only have to remove 2 of them somehow.
If I can get presence into H2, I can defend it easily with Razor Sharp Undergrowth, which also doesn't stop the build, but it does stop the blight.
Yeah, so I can put beasts in there or a sacred site. Which one do I want more of this turn?
G3 is also ravaging for no reason. Well, reason. H2. I can't... H2 is gross. Let me see. Yeah, I do have Guardian Serpents potentially available.
I can get to 4 card plays. Does that give me... I don't have fire. Oh, that's not the right one. I need earth. I don't have... Oh, I do have earth. Wait. I will not have 5 animal. Okay.
I think either...
Wait, no. Yeah, no, I won't have it.
I'm going to see if I have some way to stop H2 from cascading. I'm just thinking of a major power, because I can potentially
12 damage.
have a good amount of energy here this turn, but... Yeah, I'm still going to go minor. No Think Fast. Jungle Sands remove Blight. So we can stop them ravaging. I can stop them cascading next turn. Not that exciting.
I'm gonna gain the energy and then look at a power card. Let's see. Boom, boom. Yeah, that doesn't really help. Notably, no animals on any of these. Thanks, game. I could take a fire, water, earth, and be able to hit higher level thresholds someday, I guess.
I got Here There Be Monsters. I can't give it to you, though.
I'll click this one. Gather beasts here. I'm just gonna frickin' I was gonna put my sacred site. I want to put a sacred site. I don't need sacred site ability this turn. Yeah.
Do we have a plan for stopping the cascade in H2?
Nope.
There are 4
well,
explorers.
Can you get... I can give you defend 1 per presence.
You can put your Sacred Site in there, and then I can defend 4. But...
Okay. I'll probably have some number of defend.
Personally, there's no Dahan
Let's take animal off my track. I can get a Dahan in there. I get 2 Dahan in there, actually. You need more beasts in H2, would that help?
Oh, I can get in H2 now. I can turn that into a beast. I'm not sure if that helps. I'm not sure if it does anything because like
I'm gonna put I do this super stack. What could possibly go wrong? And then
actually what I can do is
defend 2 and wait, let me see. Okay, I need to hit 3. Oh, I already have 2 innate air. Wait.
I can kill the...
2.
I can lure the unknown 1 explorer away. Can you move another explorer? As long as they don't have 3 explorers, right? Like that's the thing.
I cannot.
You don't have your gather push, your card that does that.
Wait. Oh no, yeah, no, I don't have the thing. Yeah.
Then I mean, we just put a mess of beasts in there and hope for the best.
Okay, so I have defense 7. I can give you defend per presence. I can put Dahan in there.
Oh, and the more
Is
beasts you
that
can gather, the more defend there is because my presence comes.
yeah? So
So,
how many are in here right now? 1 beast and my sacred site, and I am gathering 3, so I can get enough beasts for my defend.
oh, defend 7. That's really good. So actually, if you have defend 7 and I have defend 4, then that's it.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
enough. So everything else is gravy.
So we can put Dahan in H2, right?
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if, yeah, I should play Renewing Rain to clear the blight so that we don't have a cascade next turn.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that we can pull this up again.
I guess I could look at a power card. I have the energy. Oh no, so no, I already looked at a power card. Did I? Wait, there's nothing
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, I gained a power card.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Okay. Yeah, it was Treacherous Waterway. Sorry, turns take so long that time flies, and I think this was last turn. It was still this turn.
That's all right.
All right. I will give you Boon of Storming Bedevilment. Do you need it? Do you need your presence in a certain spot for now, though?
I have a... Just thinking of what I can do. So there is a Ravage in G3, which is not a huge deal. But I have a Prey on the Builders that I could use somewhere. I have Lure of the Unknown, which could actually... Yeah, it doesn't actually stop a Blight in H7, does it? Actually, we can stop the Blight and build in H3. So I can Lure the Unknown, the town away. Let's do that. And if I Ranging Hunt into H3... I'm just gonna do this. I don't have to move my presence. And bring the beast back, or do we care where that beast is? We want more beasts,
Put
right?
it in
Yeah.
H2, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, you took it from H2?
Oh, actually, I don't have to take it from H2. Let's go back. Yeah, I can take it from somewhere else. I'll do that.
Yeah, because if you do that and then I give you Boon and push from H5 into H2... Wait, that doesn't move your beast. What am I talking about? I'm thinking of your rule in reverse. That's not how that works.
Mm.
But I do have another beast movement. Yeah, so
Right, so
then I
that's-
don't have to use like beast set, or sorry, teaming host to gather into H2. Oh, tiny things.
Yeah, they became tiny. So, here, let me just finish my power. So Guardian Serpents I can use there. I am the Sacred Site as well. And
Oh, cool,
then
and I don't even have to beast in there because you just did that.
I can pray on the Builders to bring one more in if you want, or I can pray on the Builders somewhere else. So,
Yeah, I don't need more beasts. Because there's already 4, yeah.
okay, then I'll use it in, like, G5. And actually, once I Renewing Rain in the slow phase, next turn I can, like, murder everything in the fast phase there, so...
Sure.
Let's just stop them building in G2 then. That's just as good, just as well. I'm happy for them to build more in H2, more things for me to kill.
All right, is that all your stuff? Yeah,
That's all my stuff.
All right, so you're gonna get a boon. You can put your presence wherever. I don't think it matters.
I guess it's one more defend. But... yeah. I'm just gonna move my presence out of G1 and put it in the jungle, because that's... Oh, man, it's hard for me to get in. It's easy for me to get into the jungles. I'm just trying to think of where do I want to be. We have enough defend in H2 that I don't need to have 3 presence there, right?
Yeah.
So...
Well, yeah, because it's 12 damage, right? So... Or is it 14 damage?
I guess you never know. I'm just gonna go in there, because ending the event. The more the merrier.
Okay, yeah. Let me put this defend in so that... So this number is now accurate, and yes, it is now defended. So... And it would be nice to get some Dahan in there.
Yeah, Dahan in there's handy.
Let's take from this pile. Move the beasts there, and then there to take 2 of these Dahan. Huh? Teaming host still. Where do we need these beasts to go? Do you need more beasts? In
You have
H2?
more beast gather.
Yes. Is it going to be for a super big ranging hunt next turn?
Yeah, I mean, the more in H2, the better for ranging hunt. So bring some of them from
Alright.
like H4. Take some from H4, from H7. And I could come. I'm coming.
Or just staring at them menacingly. Alright. On each board, if Dahan outnumber buildings by 2 or more, replace the town with Dahan. If buildings outnumber Dahan by 2 or more, replace the Dahan with town.
Well,
On
on my
each
board,
in
there's
the land
one
with most
town
combined
totally.
invaders plus Dahan, add a disease, 2 damage to Dahan. Each spirit with Dahan gains energy. So, words. Yeah.
Words. I think we are doing good things.
H2 has 3 buildings, 2 Dahan, so we're fine there. And that's really the only spot.
Well, it's not.
that'd be a
It's not
problem.
per land. It's on the board totally.
I know, but I wanted to just see what was happening, and
So we got 2 new Dahan basically out of that. So
yeah.
the land with the
most
most
combined invaders plus Dahan, disease, and 2 damage to Dahan. So that's gonna be H2. No. Well, they're not building now. Each spirit 2 Dahan gains energy. That's both of us.
Yay!
Unforeseen circumstances. Experience all of the 30 events in Jagged.
Ooh.
Minus health
And
for
we-
strafe.
Too bad we can't add this to G3.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, I don't know that there's anywhere. I guess like H1, then like the Ravage next turn doesn't do anything. We can just ignore that
Yeah.
land.
That's valid. I'm guessing the city and an explorer gets pushed, I guess.
Yeah, or you could kill 3 explorers.
Or I can kill 3 explorers. 2 explorers. Oh, it's 4 damage. Oh, so it would be... Yeah. Okay. And H6?
Yeah, H6 seems fine.
I like that he grew as he moved.
He got big.
He got out of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, good. Sands.
All right, escalation. Mountains are safe now, ish. So I'm gonna put them there.
And well, yeah, but it's stage 3 coming up, so it's all up in the air.
Yeah. There's a chance that the mountains don't get picked, I guess. There's no more escalations after this, though.
Yep. All right, I can push 2 towns. Is there 2 towns anywhere on the?
That little explorer,
Okay.
like, walked into my giant pile of presents and I can't see him. All right, I'm gonna Renewing Rain into that one land, which is the only. I guess I could hit a jungle with it, but that doesn't make sense. I want to Ranging Hunt there next turn, so. I'm still getting
And there
performance
are
lag.
7 beasts in there, which is enough damage in Raging Hunt to push everything, or kill everything and push an Explorer out. I'm gonna push the town in G3 to help out, I guess. Not that it does a whole lot of good here. Just G4, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So H2 is 9. No. Only 7 health worth, and there's 7 beasts, so that's happening for sure. G3 is potentially an issue. And we have G2, Ravage, and H1.
Yeah, I could reclaim all this turn so that I can actually do my defend. But I can't do that right now.
I actually get 2 Reclaim 1s and a power card gain. So I just go with... I guess that means I don't know if I'm going to hit my elements. I don't like that. So I'm going to Reclaim and gain a card.
I can push the Explorer out of G2, I guess. So it doesn't Ravage.
Maybe I get a cheap major. Let's see. Entwined Power. Does that do anything? I don't know, but it's the only one I can possibly afford. Don't think I need Renewing Rain anymore. I mean, we do have blighted lands that are annoying, so maybe I do. Oh, right. H1 is not a problem because they're striped. Get rid of that card.
Yeah, I think if I reclaim, that would be best for this turn. And I could gain a major and not spend my energy. But I think I can. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Winds of Rest?
Hey, Winds of Rest defends almost enough for G3. That sucks. It's not actually good against Russia.
We are almost at Terra level 3. Do we just win? We
might just win.
Kill everything in H2 and that's it. Like, literally, that's it.
Oh, there's G4. You can Winds of Rest. G4. There you go. Okay, so we just win.
I mean, we're almost at Terra level 3. Just kill the city in H2 and we win. So, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Turns out we're winning.
Oops. We won.
Oops. All right. Well, then we get to have Entwined Power at Threshold, probably.
There. Winds of Rust on Threshold. Defend 7. And that's all. Okay.
Yeah, Entwined Power Threshold also.
Actually, wait, would this... Oh. I don't have enough air now. I'm trying to hit the upper threshold on my teaming host, but no, that's it. Alright. Let's win.
I don't have a valid target land for Tune in the Jungle. Oh no.
I like that the word only has been added to Entwined Power. You and target spirit may use each other's presence to target powers. Only.
Yeah. Not, I don't know, other things that you target. Or, well, I mean, it's that it doesn't count for, like, other purposes. Yeah, special rules or which presence is in a land and stuff like that.
Savage transformation, clearly.
Ooh. Murderous darkness. I will give you a gift.
I know you really struggle with beasts, so I'm gonna give you my ever multiplying swarm.
Sweet. All right.
Do you
Blood
need more
draws
beasts?
predators. I'm doing blood draws predators there. You can put more stuff there. I'll kill it all.
All right, I'm gonna put more. I'm gonna put more in there. Got 10 beasts in there. And I'm just gonna make it super defended, just in case.
No, then we win by Winds of Rust.
Oh, do we want to Winds of Rust it? I'm gonna let you do your ranging hunt
Alright.
because that's more fun.
I'm gathering beasts. Oh, there's none of your special. There's no sacred sites to gather.
I already
An
have a
explorer
secret
to push
site in
it.
there, so. One explorer lives to tell the story of what happened in H2.
I'm pushing you. And I'm moving my presence. All this must happen before the game ends. By the rules. Victory!
So I like that. I like it when things get pushed and grow in size as they leave. It's so good.
Alright, well, so much for second wave. We just got to the first wave.
As usual.
We could start a second wave and see what it looks like.
I love that we can now look at cards on this.
Yeah,
one,
you can look at everything now. That has been often requested, and now you can look at all the discard piles, all the decks, adversary, invader cards, and also on the spirits, if you click them, you can see the cards you had. Why'd you pick Transform to a Murderous Darkness, Logic? Why'd I pick Ever Multiplying Swarm? Strange. Oh, it shows a blank white. Doesn't actually show the back of the card properly. Is that actually all of your cards or just that one? No, it's just when I have it. Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you see that, huh?
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a note. End game when you have any power belonging. We get 54 points? We did!
54!
54! That's exactly what we're
Alright.
shooting for.
On that note, thanks for watching, everyone. We can't do anything better now.
Yes, hope you enjoy the new content. And of course, there's more to come. We're already working on the next stuff. So stay tuned for more updates. I'm sure we'll have a bug fix update with anything that gets discovered with all the different crazy combinations with Russia and many mines. We even saw a couple here tonight, this afternoon. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Do you want to look at second wave or just call it?
We could start it.
All right, we're gonna start it.
Just like, you know.
Just to see.
Just to see what would happen.
Yeah, I have to click like 20 beasts to remove.
Yeah. Set aside 1 power card.
What does Entwined Power do in second wave? I guess it like just gives energy and a power card. Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Yeah, what would it do? Probably Winds of Rust would be the one. Yeah, because like downgrade cities in any land twice.
15 left to remove.
15 to remove.
And we have and it's a vote. All right, I'm gonna
Oh, dear
say
Lord.
the end. Actually, if we leave the if we click everyone except the ones in H2, then they automatically get selected.
See how long it takes for us to get a vote.
Take a random walk.
One went through.
As soon as we clicked all the ones outside of that land, then it automatically picks the ones in that land. So that's going to be the fastest thing.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Fine. God.
Do.
They grew.
At first, it was playing the like remove beast sound effect for each of these when you're at the end game second wave, and it was just like a whole cacophony of like dying animals. So I changed it so it wouldn't do that.
I only have 5 Dahan left on my board. Wow.
That's not enough to get a new one.
Oh, interesting. The Dahan that I clicked to move, and then you moved 2 of them, the one that I had clicked to move didn't go back.
Oh yeah, yeah, that can happen because it's like they're all the same, so it just picks whatever.
Yeah, so it looked like it was in G.
Oh right, it looked like they're in the wrong land.
Instead of G6 or whatever. Yeah.
Spirits.
The gods have given me.
Bringer. Finally, we can know the fear cards. And my favorite,
yeah,
the wildfire.
Our fear card generation was so bad, so I'm glad we can finally do something with that this time. Yep. This is what the start of the game looks like. Wetlands.
It looks lovely. So
Also,
with Russia 4. Yeah, it's actually Russia 4 is not. I mean, it's weird because the stages change. It actually means in second wave you get the bonus powers really soon. Like that's really stage 3.
Snap!
That's you get your power really fast, which can be really good.
Nice.
And it makes the stage alternate for like event cards, so it's different than Prussia. And I find Russia 5 is really, really tricky because sometimes you get too much fear and they accelerate, right? So that can be really tough. All right, do you want to play any of this or call it?
I'm good.
All right. Then that will be it.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your stay.
Yeah. We're going to assume that we win. Obviously, looking at this board state, we've already won, right, Dolphin? So
Yeah, no, it's clear. Like, I mean, this is how we roll here on Handelabra Live. We reach a state where it's clear we've won, and then we just stop.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Check out the update for Spirit Island, and stay tuned for more in the coming streams. Have a good day, and thanks again, Logic Dolphin, for joining in and celebrating the launch.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Bye for now.